The way international data moves over the internet is pretty old school. All those satellites in orbit around the Earth only provide 1% of the world's connectivity from country to country. The other 99% of the information moves through cables. Miles and miles of cable that simply lies on the ocean floor, hoping that the nearest shark doesn't think it looks like a tasty snack. The battle for internet superiority between China and the United States is currently being waged on the ocean floor as well. China is nearing completion of their Peace Internet Initiative, 7,500 miles of cable that begins in China and ends near a beach in Marseille, France. Cable that transmits internet data is known as submarine communications cable. It must be laid on a relatively flat bottom of the ocean and hopefully away from anything that might damage the line. Sunken ships and coral reefs are studiously avoided. The cable varies in diameter depending on the expected stress it will encounter. The largest diameter is generally the size of a can of soup and can run as small as a piece of chalk. The Peace Cable runs along land from China to Pakistan, then travels underwater around Cape Horn before finally arriving at the Marseille vacation spot. This project is a part of a Chinese technology initiative launched in 2015 called the Digital Silk Road, also known as the DSR. Just as China established the lucrative Silk Road trade route from the 2nd to the 18th century, the Chinese are seeking to do the same thing in the new digital world. To that end, the DSR provides financial assistance from the Chinese government for high-tech ventures such as smart cities, telecommunication networks, artificial intelligence, and surveillance technology. The project's name, Peace, may be a bit tongue-in-cheek as it threatens to increase the current tensions between the US and China. Huawei Technologies Company is the third largest stakeholder in the project and is the company at the heart of the US-led boycott over national security concern. Past Secretary of State Mike Pompeo increased pressure on the international community to reject the project. He stated allies should ensure the undersea cables connecting our countries to the global internet are not subverted for intelligence gathering by the People's Republic of China at a hyper scale. However, that comment is being taken with a grain of salt by our foreign partners. There are currently about 400 different undersea cable lengths connecting the world via the phone and internet. About 98% of those are owned and operated by US interests. It turns out that adding a data gathering wiretap is not too difficult. One of the revelations of Edward Snowden's infamous document dump was the breadth and depth of US spying on its allies as well as its enemies. Much of that spying was done by collection of internet data through these US-controlled cables. In this day and age, wiretapping submarine communications cables is standard operating procedure for most every spy agency. As a result, France has not bent to US pressure, and they are allowing the Chinese to anchor the Peace Cable on its shores. In addition, German Chancellor Angela Merkel has refused to support efforts to isolate China, stating that she didn't think it was the right way to go, especially in this digital age. The planned usage for this new system is primarily for Chinese companies to have greater connectivity through the Peace system as they operate in Europe. For example, in 1 second, the system will provide enough power to stream 90,000 Netflix films. This is a huge increase in bandwidth, and the Chinese companies that access the new system stand to substantially increase their productivity. Google and Facebook have both stated that they will not be participating in the system, as they already have more than enough connectivity, and in that answer, completely sidestep the issue of the US boycott. The Peace Cable was slated to be operational by the first quarter of 2020, however, COVID slowed down this project just like so many others around the world. The actual cable is expected to emerge from the ocean on the beach of Marseille later this year. Do you think China's Peace Cable project is a national security threat or a way to make everyone's lives easier? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching Tech Rumor. We'll see you next time.